I'm Emma.
Oh, I'm Moises.
I'm Carlos.
I'm Chase.
I'm Batman.
And I'm Adrian. And we're
Tomato
Smoothie.
Okay. Do you have a hard time finding a group that suits you?
Does your team have a lot of tension?
Are you not comfortable enough to be loose and let out a toot?
Does your group just suck?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you should strive to be like our team. Okay, anyway, so we're 7 weeks in, and I'm, without a doubt, you all started off very awkward, but now we're all getting to know each other, and sorry, hold on. So we're getting to know each other, but the journey here is a pretty interesting one, so we thought we'd share with you our journey, our recipe for our tomato smoothie, if you will.
Alright. So,
Wait, sorry, I totally forgot that. Okay, so this recipe includes our group agreements, which consist of the group name and logo, as well as our contract, and then later on we will discuss the mini adventure that we use to bond together.
alright. So, just so you know, we almost died doing this. Alright. Setting up a group can be hard. So, in order to set that foundation, you should have a classic fist fight. That's what we did for our group name. So, our group was having a classic little fist fight over what name is better. The Escapists, Bananarama, the Burrito Bandits, and the Rugrats. Until one day, we had a group activity in this class to have us get around tertiary tensions. And we based our skit basis on our current problem. Emma, she came up with tomato smoothie because ketchup is just a tomato smoothie. After acting out our skit, we all agreed that tomato smoothie was the one. All right, here is where we had our arm wrestle fight. I broke all of their arms. I came out as that dog. I was the one that came up with the official logo. We went for a simple look with a ketchup bottle as an irony to our tomato smoothie name. As you can see, these top two are my drafts that I combined to make the official logo. And my personal favorite, the blender. We have some ingredients here to represent each member of the group. And each member of the group is put into a blender.
I can't watch. I knew it from earlier.
Delicious.
I knew this was happening.
And I will now go over a group contract which we came up with in our first group meeting outside of class. During our, and as you know, everyone needs a group contract to set our responsibilities and set standards. We originally had 10, but after having our outline revised, we just shortened it to 8. Our first our first rule for our group contract is just to reply within 24 hours or we'll assume you're dead.
Yeah, to do your part, pull your own weight.
To be respectful of others and personal boundaries.
Whoa! Watch it, alright? We gotta set deadlines within the same week of getting that assignment.
And our 5th rule is just to dress for success during presentations, and according to Scientific American, it can improve your mental and physical performance.
Our 6th rule is to listen without judgment.
And our 7th rule is to include everyone in group discussions, activities, and to never exclude people when we are in a group.
And lastly but not least, our 8th rule is just to have fun in our group. And talking about coming up with our group contract during our first meeting, I would now like to talk to you about it. We first decided to meet up at the Chico Mall, where we just met up and discussed our group contract over a nice game of chess. After a few icebreakers and wandering around the mall, we decided to just head to the arcade, where we all just had fun again, just continue talking and enjoying ourselves. And I definitely did not get my ass kicked by Emma in our hockey.
All right, so in order to understand our mini adventure, we have to start at the beginning. In the beginning, there was silence. And suddenly,
No, bro, that's way too far. Let me take over. You're showing up. That's way too far. So in the beginning of our group discussion, for the first day, we were trying to figure out what our first activity was gonna be. So we we threw out just like a bunch of ideas from roller skating to hanging out at the park to rock climbing. And we ended up just kinda saying, oh yeah, those are kinda cool, like whatever. But we just couldn't decide, and at the same time we were like, yeah, we don't wanna do those, we just don't wanna be mean. And eventually I kinda said, dude, I've done an escape room before, let's try that. And it kinda intrigued everybody's like curiosity or whatever. And we ended up deciding on going to an escape room. Before we even like figured out what like we were gonna do, whatever, Adrian was already paying and there was no going back. There was 3 escape room topics. Out of the 3, we ended up deciding on Houdini, which is an escape artist from the back then era somewhere. And then the rules that we did get on the waiver were we had to show up 15 minutes early to sign the waiver and then also go over rules from the game master. The main rules were that we had to be confidential. We couldn't take pictures, no recording, no nothing like that inside the actual room. And then also to not share as much information as we could. That way that people going in afterwards wouldn't like be spoiled. So then they made us put our phones and stuff in a locker.
To start with, they like told us the one we picked, escaping with Houdini or something like that. The name was funny, but it was a Houdini-based one. Its challenge rating was like an 8 out of 10 and like a 33% success rate. So, well, we were all getting in there, and towards the end, I was like, dude, we're doing so great. No, we weren't. But it started out with them telling us, obviously, the basic rules, but then saying that they legally can't lock us in a room in California, or legally can't handcuff us to each other with real handcuffs. Because that's how we started. We all gotta like handcuff to each other and then find the key to get out. And since we were missing one person, I got to be the group with the middle. I was like handcuffed to 2 different people, so I was in the middle. That was fun. It was honestly kind of awkward because somebody would go this way, and then I'd be like, oh, well, lose one person on my left, but I'm attached to both people. And it was funny because we didn't actually solve that puzzle. They told us that there was quick releases, and then if you take too long, we'll just give you the answer. And they gave us the answer. We were like so separated. We weren't focusing on one individual challenge at the time. We were all separated, trying to read and find clues and do everything separately. It was kind of funny because we were all like still attached to each other and going to different areas, knocking things over. What did I have? Yeah, it was honestly kind of funny too because I didn't think Houdini was into television. He was like getting all up into that. He also was really into travel. He traveled the world like 30 or 40 different places. He had his own he didn't own his own airplane, but he owned he was so well known that he got a lot of like discounts and kind of things. We teamed up with separately. It's like I personally didn't do every single puzzle. There was a lot of them, and so when we were all trying to go to something different, we all looked over them all and be like, I can't do that one, next one, or find a clue. And so when we were teaming up with different people, we were like, can you check this? Can you see if this is right? Can you try that one just in case I was wrong? I teamed up with Moises a couple times, and we even solved a puzzle based around chess. And when we got the answer, we were told that we already had the answer. Like, it was like, oh, to this. We already solved that. And that releases a key that we just didn't know was a key that released another puzzle. And so it was just like, oh, maybe we should have gone in order. They're jumping around the whole time. I personally had a really good time on this because when we first jumped in this and decided this is what we're going to do, I've never had this kind of experience, and I wanted to be like going in there fresh. So I did not look up anything of what this was. I didn't even know there was like a Chico escape room. And when we got in there, I had a really good time. And what really made my day, slight spoiler alert, Adrian found a secret door, and it felt like Scooby-Doo. I was 100% like, oh, this is an 8 out of 10, this is easy. And we were like, done. And he clicks a button, door opens, we have way more puzzles now. And I was like, oh, we just didn't beat this.
So, with 10 minutes left on the clock, we opened up that secret door and slowly realized we were not going to finish this. In this time, I opened up a box with magical powers. I had no idea how I opened this box. But throughout the whole thing, we stayed positive even though we knew we were going to lose. And that we did. As we were let out of the room that wasn't really locked, the lady running the place told us that we only had 4 more items until we completed it. As you can see, we took a picture in defeat. And although we lost, this was a truly good bonding experience for us. According to the National Library of Medicine, escape rooms share many parallels with multitasking and teamwork, which is essential for small groups. Yes, in conclusion, we have had a very fun time getting to know each other the past few weeks. And as you can see, we've gone on many adventures at the mall and through the escape rooms and many late night Discord calls of deciding what we're doing. You may think that going into escape room with 5 people that you don't know is quite crazy, but we sure did it and we're okay.
Yeah.
We're alive.